Demanding section IIT Roorkee presents You Can't Take It With You, written by George Kaufman and Maud Hart. Thank you so much. My, the kitchen's hot. What, Essie? I say the kitchen's awful hot. The new candy I'm making, it just won't ever get cool.
Do you have to make candy today, Essie? It's such a hot day.
Well, I got all those new orders. Ed went out and got a bunch of new orders.
My, if it keeps on, I suppose you'll be opening up a store.
That's what Ed was saying last night. But I said no. I want to be a dancer.
The only trouble with dancing is that it takes so long. You've been studying such a long time.
Only 8 years, Mother. After all, you have been writing plays for 8 years. We started about the same time, didn't we?
Well, yes, but you shouldn't count my first years because I was learning to type.
I think the candy is hardening up now, Miss Essie.
Oh, thanks, Reba. I'll bring some in, Mother. I want you to try.
Finish the second act, Mrs. Sycamore.
What?
I said, did you finish the second act?
Oh no, Reba. But I've just got Cynthia entering a monastery.
She was on the Kit Kat, wasn't she?
Yes, but she gets tired of the Kit Kat club and there's this monastery, so she goes there.
Do they let her in?
Yes. I mean, it is Thursday, so of course, anybody can come.
Oh,
So, she arrives on a visitor's day and just stays.
you mean she stays all night?
Oh yes, she stays 6 years.
6 years.
6 years later.
Mrs. Amina? Yeah? Will you bring up one of those new sky rockets, please? I want to show them to Mrs. Sycamore. Yeah. Look, Penny. What do you think of these 5 dragons we just made? We can sell them 10 sticks for a cent. Listen. Nice, huh?
Yes. Paul, dear, were you ever in a monastery?
No, I wasn't. But wait until you see the new rocket. Gold stars, then blue stars, then bombs, and then the balloon. So the peanut out of the balloon.
Sounds lovely. Did you do all that today?
Sure, we made up. Miss Davina, did you get the rocket? Let me show you the rocket. Oh, here we are. Look then. How many do you think we can take for the 4th of July, Mr. Davina?
Well, we have got 2 weeks yet. What are you going to take the stuff up to Mount Vernon?
About a week. You know, we are going to need a larger booth this year. Got a lot of stuff made up. Come on, we're not through yet.
Look, Mr. Sycamore, I am afraid the powder chamber is just a little bit close to the balloon.
Well, we got the stars and the bombs in between.
But that don't give balloon time enough. A balloon needs plenty of time.
Come on. Let's go down the cellar and try it.
Alright.
Mr. Pepina, if a girl you love enters a monastery, what would you do?
Oh, I don't know, Mrs. Sycamore. It's been so long.
Miss Alice going to be home for dinner tonight, Mrs. Sycamore.
What? I don't know, Reba, maybe.
Well, I set a place for her. But she has been home only one night this week.
Yes, I know.
Miss Essie is making some mighty good candies today. She's trying something new with the cocoa nuts.
That's nice.
Let's see. 6 and Mr. Pepina. And if Mr. Kolikoff comes tonight, then that makes 8, don't it? Yes, I better set for 8.
Reba, I think I'll put this beer away for a while. And go back to the foreplay
Oh, I always like that one. The wobbly. Boom, boom.
They'll be better when they're harder, mother. But try one. I want to know what you think.
They look lovely. What do you call them?
I think I'll call them love dreams.
That's nice. I'm going back to the wobbly, Essie. What do you think?
Oh, are you, mother?
Yes. I sort of got myself stuck into a monastery and I can't get out.
Oh, well, it'll come to you, mother. Remember how you got out of that brothel? The snakes look hungry. Did Reba feed them?
I don't know. Reba, did you feed the snakes yet?
No, Donald's coming and he always brings the flies with him.
Well, try to feed them before Grandpa gets home. You know how fussy he's about them.
Yes, ma'am.
Believe I'll have another love dream.
Miss Lavina was right about the balloon. It was too close to the powder.
Want to love me, father? They're on the table.
No thanks, I got a watch.
I'm going back to the wobbly part.
Oh, that's nice. We are putting some red stars after the bombs and then the balloon. That ought to do it.
You know, Mr. Collingwood says I'm his most promising student.
You think with 40 monks and one girl that something would happen?
Essie! Essie!
Hello, Ed. I like it, Ed. Did you write it?
No, we don't.
Lovely. Lovely. Got a lot of you in it. Ed, I made those new candies this afternoon.
Yeah?
You can take them around tonight.
Alright. Now, here's the finish. This is me. How was that?
Oh, that's fine. Remember it when Collingwood comes, will you?
Hey, dear, why don't you and Essie have a baby? I was just thinking about it the other day.
I don't know. We could have it if you wanted us to. What about Essie? Do you want to have a baby?
I don't care. I'm willing if Grandpa is.
Let's ask him.
Rainbow play, religious play, sex play. I know it's here someplace.
I was right about the balloon. It was too close to the powder.
Anything you want, Mr. Pina? How about some more calling cards?
No thanks, I've still got the first 1,000.
Well, call on somebody, will you?
Alright.
Could have the girl for dinner, Reba? I'm ready to print the menu.
Let's see. Cornflakes, watermelon, some of these candies Miss Essie made, and some kind of meat. I forget.
I think I will set it up in boldface, challenge him tonight. You know, if I'm going to take those new candies around, I will better print some descriptive matter after dinner.
Do you think anybody read those things that you print on the candy boxes? Oh, here is the wobbly. Poison gas. Look at Reba's smile.
The boyfriend, Reba?
Donald and Reba.
Hello, Reba.
Donald!
Evening, everybody.
Hi, Donald. How have you been?
I'm pretty good, Mr. Ed. How you been, Mrs. Sycamore?
Very well, thank you. Donald,
Yes, ma'am.
were you ever in a monastery?
No, I don't go no place much. I'm on the relief program.
Yes, of course.
Here's the flight, Reba. Caught a big mess of them today.
You shot it!
I see you have been working, Mrs. Sycamore.
Oh yes, indeed.
How's Grandpa?
Oh, just fine. He's over at Columbia this afternoon. The commencement exercises.
My. The years certainly do roll round.
What does he do for the time, Penny?
I don't know. It's so handy. Just around the corner.
Oh, Donald. Mr. Dabina and I are going to take the fireworks up to Mount Vernon next week. Do you think you would give us a hand?
Yes, sir. Only I can't take no money for it this year. Because if the government finds out that I am working, they will get sore.
Oh. Ed, I got a wonderful idea in the bathroom just now. I was reading Trotsky. It's yours, isn't it? Yeah, I left it there.
Who is it?
You know, Trotsky, the Russian Revolution.
Oh,
I got a great fireworks idea. I'll do a full display of the revolution.
wow, that's wonderful.
This book certainly is amazing.
Yes.
Hello, Grandpa.
Well, sir, you should have been there. That's all I can say. You should have been there.
Was it a nice commencement, Grandpa?
Oh, wonderful. They get better every year. You don't know how lucky you are. You are snakes.
The class, Grandpa. How many were there?
Oh, must have been 2 acres. Everybody graduated. Yes, sir. And much funnier speeches than they had last year.
Donald, will you tell Grandpa Grandpa's home now and we won't wait for Miss Alice?
Yes. Grandpa, Grandpa's home. We can have dinner now.
We made a new slide up today, Grandpa. Wait until you see it.
Oh. Evening, Grandpa.
Evening, Mr. Dabina.
Didn't we make a fine rocket today, Mr. Dabina?
We certainly did.
Hello, Grandpa. Have a nice day.
Hello, have a nice day. Don't I even get a kiss?
Excuse me, Grandpa.
I'll have a tomato too.
Father.
No thanks.
Mother. No thanks, dear.
Play something, Ed.
All right.
There was a little game for you, Grandpa. Did you get it?
Letter from me. I don't know anybody.
It was for you, though. Had you made money?
That's funny. Where is it?
Oh, I don't know. Where's Grandpa's letter, Mother?
What, dear?
Where's that letter that came from Grandpa last week?
I don't know. Oh, I remember seeing the kittens on it.
Who was it from? Did you notice?
Yes, it was on the outside.
Well, who was it, Essie?
United States government.
Really? Wonder what they wanted.
There was one before that. From the same people. There was a couple of them.
Well, if any more come, I wish you'd give them to me, Essie.
Yes, Grandpa.
I think I'll head out to Westchester tomorrow night and do a little snake hunting.
God is the state is God.
What's that?
God is the state is God.
Who says that?
Trotsky.
Ah, that's all right. I thought you said it.
And the printing, you know, good and short. Space. Space. Space.
And so the beautiful princess came into the palace and kissed her mother and her father and her grandfather.
Hello, darling.
Hi, Grandpa. And what do you think? They turned into the Sycamore family. Surprise? Oh, Alice, I like it. Do you?
It's new, isn't it? Looks nice and summery.
Where do you get it? I took a walk during lunch hour.
Well, you've been taking a lot of walks lately. That's the second new press this week.
Well, I just like to brighten up the office once in a while. I'm known as the Cape Francis of Cowley and Company. So, what's new around here? In the way of plays, snakes, ballet dancing or fireworks? Dad, I bet you have been down in that cellar all day.
I'm going back to the work, Alice.
Really? Ed, play Alice the Beethoven with you.
Get it? My life is a priceless thing.
Listen, I'm not home to dinner. A young gentleman is calling for me. Really? What's it?
Well, isn't that nice?
I tried everything I could to keep him from coming here, but he's calling me.
Why don't
do anything. Who is he? The President of the United States?
No, he is Vice President of Kirby and Company, Mr. Anthony Kirby Jr., the boss's son. Well, yes, the boss's son, just like the movies. That explains the new dresses.
I've not been going to dinner for 3 weeks.
Why, Sherlock Holmes?
Are you going to marry him?
Oh, of course, tonight. Meanwhile, I have to go out and put on my wedding dress. Is he good looking? In a word, yes. Oh dear, what time is it?
I don't know. Does anybody know what time it is?
Miss Dabina might know. It was about 5 o'clock a couple of hours ago.
I ought to know better than to ask you people. Well, will you let me know the minute he comes, please?
Yes, of course, Alice.
Yes, but I mean the minute he comes.
Why, of course.
Well, be sure.
Well, what do you think of that?
She seems to like him, if you ask me.
I should say so. She's got it bad. Wouldn't it be wonderful if she married him? We could have the wedding right in this room.
Now wait a minute, Penny. This is the first time he's ever called for the girl.
So what? You only called for me once?
Young people are different nowadays.
Oh, I didn't know. Look at him and me. He came to dinner once and just stayed.
Anyhow, I think it's wonderful. Don't you, Grandpa?
She certainly seems to like him.
He must be crazy about her. Maybe he is the one who is taking her out every night. That explains everything. He is here. Never mind, Grandpa. I'll answer it. Oh, now remember what Alice said and be very nice to him.
All right, let's take a look at him.
Well, welcome to our little home. How do you do? I'm Alice's mother. Come right in. Here we are. Yes, that's grandfather. That's Alice's father and her sister Essie and her husband Ed Carmichael. Now, give me your hat and make yourself right at home. I'm afraid you must be making a mistake. Who are you? My God. Wilbur C. Henderson, Internal Revenue Department. That's right.
What can we do for you?
Does Mr. Martin Wendorf live here?
Yes, sir, that's me.
Well, Mr. Wendorf, the government wants to talk to you about the little matter of income tax. Income tax? You mind if I sit down?
Oh, no, just go right ahead.
Thank you.
Hello, is that Mr. Kirby?
No, it isn't, darling. It's an internal something or other. Pardon me.
Excuse me.
What is it?
These things are not going off. Look.
Not young. Pardon me. Come on.
No, Mr. Wendorf, we have written you several letters about this, but haven't had any reply.
Oh, that's what those letters were.
I told you, they were from the government.
According to our records, Mr. Wendorf, you have never paid an income tax.
Oh, yes, sir, that's right. I don't believe in it.
Well, you own property, don't you?
Oh, yes, sir,
And you receive your income from it
I do.
of between $3,000 and $4,000.
About that,
And you have been receiving it for years.
I have. 1901, if you want the exact date.
Well, the government is only concerned from 1914 on. That's when the income tax started.
Well,
Well, it seems, Mr. Wendorf, that you owe the government 24 years back income tax.
Wait a minute. You can't go back that far. That's outlawed.
What's your name?
What difference does that make?
Ever file an income tax return?
Oh, sir.
What was your income last year?
$28.50. Wasn't it, Essie?
Yes, sir.
If you please. Now, Mr. Wendorf, you know there's quite a penalty for not filing an income tax return. Penalty?
look, Miss Anderson, let me ask you something.
Well,
Suppose I pay you this money. Now, mind you, I'm never going to pay it. But just for the sake of the argument, what's the government going to do with it?
How do you mean?
Well, what do I get for my money? If I run into Macy's and buy something, there it is. I see it. What's the government going to give me?
Why? The government gives you everything. It protects you.
Oh, what from?
Well, invasions, foreigners that might come over here and take everything you've got.
Oh, I don't think they're ever going to do that.
If you didn't pay the income tax they would, how do you think the government keeps up the army and navy, all those battleships?
Oh, the last time we used those battleships was in Spanish-American War. And what did we get out of that? Cuba, and we gave that back. Oops, I wouldn't mind paying if it were something sensible.
Sensible? Well, what about the Congress, the Supreme Court, and the President? We have got to pay them, don't we?
Not with my money, no.
Now, wait a minute. I'm not there to argue with you. All I know is that you haven't paid an income tax and you have got to pay.
But they've got to show me.
We don't have to show you. I just told you. All those buildings down in Washington, the interstate commerce, and the Constitution.
But the Constitution was paid for long ago. And interstate commerce? What is interstate commerce anyhow?
There are 48 states. See? And if there weren't interstate commerce, nothing would go from one state to another. See?
Why not? They got fences.
No, they haven't got fences, they have got laws. My God, I never came across anything like this before.
Well, I might pay about $75. And that's all it's worth.
Pay every cent of it, like everybody else.
Listen, Essie, listen just a minute.
And let me tell you something else. You will go to jail because of it. You know what I said? You are no better than so. You are no better than anybody else. You are better than this one. That's all.
Look out for the snakes.
It was fucking late.
How did that sound to you folks?
Oh, I liked it.
Who was that fellow anyway?
Thank goodness she was mad. Wasn't she?
Oh, it was not a fault. It's just that the whole thing is so silly.
Well, she forgot her hat.
Say, what size is that?
A 7 and an 8.
Oh, just right from me, Mr. Defina.
This must be Mr. Tommy.
Better make sure this time.
I hope he's good looking.
How do you do?
Good evening.
Is this Mr. Anthony Tommy Jr.?
Yes.
Well, Mr. Tommy, come right in. We have been expecting you. Come right in. This is really Mr. Kirby. Now, I'm Alice's mother. This is Mr. Sycamore. That's Alice's grandfather. That's Mr. Essie. And Essie's husband. Now, you know all of us. Give me your hat and make yourself bright at home.
Thank you.
Is that Mr. Bobby, mother?
Yes, it is, darling. He's lovely.
I'll be right now.
Do sit down, Mr. Kirby.
Thank you. I hope I'm not keeping you from dinner. No. Have a tomato? No thanks.
How about a piece of candy?
No thanks.
Oh, I forgot to introduce Mr. Defina. This is Mr. Defina, Mr. Kirby.
Wasn't he prosecuted or something?
Hardly that. He just testified before the Securities Commission.
Oh.
Yes, of course. I'm sure there was nothing crooked about him, Mr. Defina. As a matter of fact, Alice has often told us what a lovely man your father is.
Well, I know Father couldn't get along without Alice. She knows more about the business than any of us.
You're awful young, Mr. Bobby. Aren't you? To be the vice president of a big place like that.
Well, you know what that means, Vice President. All I have is a desk with my name on it.
Is that all? Don't you get any salary?
Well, a little. More than I'm worth, I'm afraid.
Now you're just being modest, Mr. Kirby.
Sounds kind of dull to me. Wall Street, do you like it?
Well, the hours are short, and I haven't been there for very long.
Oh, just out of college, huh?
Well, I knocked around for a while first. Just thought of had fun.
What did you do? Travel?
For a while. Then I went to Cambridge for a year. Anyhow, now the fun's over, and I'm facing the world.
Well, you certainly got a good start, Mr. Kirby. Vice President and a rich father.
Well, that's hardly my fault.
So, now I suppose you're all ready to settle down and get married?
Come now, Penny. I'm sure Mr. Kirby knows his own mind.
I wasn't making up his mind for him, was I, Mr. Kirby? You see? All I meant was, he's bound to get married one day, and suppose the wrong one gets him.
Well, here I am, getting it through. Apparently, you have had time to get acquainted.
Oh yes, indeed. We were just having a delightful talk about love and marriage.
Oh dear. I'm so sorry. I came down as fast as I could.
I didn't mind in the least.
Damn those flies in the kitchen! Oh, Miss Alice, you look beautiful. Where are you going? I'm going out, Grandma. Step in now. Oh, I guess that's Mr. Colin Cole. We'd better go, Tony.
All right.
Ah, my little...
That's Colin Cove, all right?
Yes, sir, Mr. Colin Cole.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Well, Pop, what do you think? I've had a letter from Russia. Second 5-year plan is opinion.
My practice, Mr. Colin Cole.
Ah, my Pavlova.
Well, if you'll please excuse us.
Ah, my little Alice. Never have a secret of command.
Thank you, Mr. Colin Cole. Tony, this is Mr. Colin Cole, Essie's dancing teacher. Mr. Kirby.
How do you do?
Well, if you'll please pardon us, Mr. Colin Cole, we are going to the Monte Carlo Ballet tonight.
The Monte Carlo Ballet. It stinks.
Yes, sir. Well, goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I'm so glad to have met you all.
Goodbye, Mr. Kirby. Well, isn't Mr. Kirby just lovely? Come on, everybody. Dinner's ready.
My son was a nice fellow. Did you?
And he had such nice manners. Did you notice what? Did you notice his manners?
I certainly did. You were getting pretty personal with him.
I think he's a very nice young man.
He looks like a cousin of mine. Then you had me well.
I think if they get married here, I'll put the altar right where the snakes are. You wouldn't mind, Grandpa, would you?
Oh, not if the snakes don't.
Oh no! They would want to get married in a church. His family and everything.
I like that actually.
Quiet, everybody. Quiet. Well, sir, we have been getting along pretty good for quite a while now, and we are certainly much obliged. Remember, all we ask is to just go along and be happy in our own sort of way. Of course, we want to keep our health, but as far as anything else is concerned, we will leave it to you. Thank you.
Of course his family is going to want to come. Imagine,
So,
and his married with Bobby.
Pass that to me.
Isn't it exciting?
Whatever you want, I'm hungry.
Yeah, take this.
Eat it now.
Very nice to see. I think they're marvelous.
They are, aren't they? But of course, just walking inside any theater gives me a thrill.
Well, it's been so lovely, Tony. I hate to have it over.
Oh, is it over? Do I have to go right to offer a toast.
We are seated.
Miss Sycamore, to you.
Thank you, Mr. Kirby. To you.
You know something?
What?
I wouldn't trade 1 minute of this evening for all the gold in India.
Really?
Not my art. Well, I suppose I ought to go.
Is it very late?
Very. I don't want to go.
I don't want you to.
All right, I won't. When should you get your vacation?
Last 2 weeks in August?
I might take mine then too.
Really?
What are you going to do?
Oh. I don't know. I hadn't thought much about it.
Going away, do you think?
I might not. I like the city in the summertime.
I do too.
But you always go up to Maine, don't you?
That's right. Oh, but I'm sure I would like the city in the summertime if... Oh, you know what I mean, Alice. I would love it if you were here.
Well, it would be nice if you were here too, Tony.
You know what you are saying, don't you?
What?
That you would rather spend the summer with me than anybody else.
Was I?
Well, if it's true about the summer, then how do you feel about the winter?
I like that too.
Then there's spring and autumn. If you could see your way clear about those, Miss Sycamore.
I might.
I guess that's the whole year. We haven't forgotten anything, have we?
No.
Well then,
Is that you, Alice? What time is it? Oh. Hey.
Excuse me, Mr. Kirby. I had no idea. That is,
I didn't mean to interrupt anything.
not at all, Miss Sycamore.
No, Mother.
well, I just came down for a magistrate. Then you can go right ahead. Here it is. Sex, things, and politics. Well, good night, Tony.
Good night, Mrs. Sycamore.
Oh, I think you can call me Penny. Don't you, Alice? Well, at least I hope so.
What's that?
It's all right, Tony. That's Father.
Oh, this time of night.
Any time of night. Any time of day.
You know you are more beautiful, more lovely, more adorable than anybody else in the whole world.
Don't, Tony.
What? My dear, just because your all mothers are like that, Alice. Penny is a darling. You see, I'm even calling her Penny.
I don't mean that. Look, Tony. This is something I should have said a long time ago. But I didn't have the courage. I let myself be swept away because I loved you so.
Darling.
No, wait, Tony. I want to make it clear to you. Listen, you're of a different world. A whole different kind of people. Oh, I don't mean money or socially. No, that's too silly. Your family and mine, it just wouldn't work, Tony. It just wouldn't work.
All right, have it your way. She can't dance. That's why they pay her all the money. Because she can't
Essie, did you ask Grandpa about us having a baby?
Oh, yes. He said you were right to it.
You see, Tony, that's what it would be like.
Oh, I didn't mind that. Anyhow, you are not going to live with your family. It's just you and I.
No, it isn't. It's never quite like that. I love them, Tony. I love them deeply. And some people could just break away, but I couldn't. And I know they do rather strange things, but they're gay and they're fun. And oh, I don't know. There's a kind of nobility about them.
Alice, you talk as only you could understand them. That's not true. Why? Every family has got curious little traits. What of it? My father raised his orchid at $10,000 a bulb. Is it sensible? My mother believes in spiritualism. That's as bad as your mother writing plays.
Oh, Stephen, Tony. Your mother believes in spiritualism because it's fashionable. And your father raises orchids because he can afford to. But my mother writes plays because 8 years ago a typewriter was delivered here by mistake. And look at Grandpa. 35 years ago, he just quit business one day. He started up to his office in the elevator and came back down again. He just stopped. He could have been a rich man, Tony. But he said it took too much time. So for 35 years, he's just collected snakes and gone to circuses and commencements. It never occurs to any of them.
Hello there, children.
Hi, Grandpa.
Good evening, Mr. Randolph.
How's the weather? Looks like a nice summer evening.
Yes, it's lovely outside, Grandpa.
Well, I'm off. Goodbye, Mr. Kirby. I've got a date with the policeman on the corner.
Policeman?
Oh, I've got a standing date. 12:30 every night. Known him since he was a little boy, you know. He's really a doctor. But once he graduated, he came right to me and said he didn't want to be a doctor, always wanted to be a policeman. So I said, you go ahead and be a policeman if that's what you want to be. And that's what he did. How do you like my new hat, by the way?
It's very nice, Mr. Randolph.
Yeah, I like it. The government gave it to me.
Excuse me. I didn't know you folks were in here.
It's all right, Donald.
I rather kind of fancied some candies. You all don't want it, do you?
No, Donald.
Did you have a nice evening?
Yes, Donald.
Nice.
Yes, Donald.
Was the ballet nice?
Yes, Donald.
That's nice.
Now do you see what I mean? Could you explain Donald to your father? Could you explain Grandpa? You couldn't, Tony. You couldn't. And I love you, Tony. But I love them too. And it's no use, Tony. It's no use.
There's only one thing you have said that matters. That makes any sense at all. You love me.
Tony, I know
But
so well.
darling, don't you think other people have had the same problem? Everybody's got a family.
But not like mine.
But that doesn't stop people who love each other. Darling, will you trust me? And go on loving me and forget everything else.
How can I?
Because nothing can keep us apart. You know that. You must know it. They want you to be happy, don't they? They must.
Of course they do. But they won't change, Tony. I wouldn't want them to change.
They won't have to change. They're charming, lovable people, just as they are. Everything will work out. You're worrying about something that may never come up.
Oh, Tony, am I?
All that matters right now that we love each other. That's so, isn't it?
Yes.
Well then,
Oh, Tommy.
now, I would like to see a little geeky around here. Young gentlemen calling and getting engaged and everything.
Well, what do I say?
Well, you first thank the young man for getting engaged to you.
Well, thank you, Mr. Kirby, for getting engaged to me.
Then, you tell me what it was about him that first took your girlish heart.
The back of your head.
Huh?
It wasn't your money or your charm. It was the back of your head. I just liked it.
What happened when I heard that?
I got used to it after a while.
Well, think of it. We're pretty lucky, aren't we?
I know that I'm the luckiest girl in the world.
Well, I'm not exactly unlucky myself. Good year, I suppose I ought to. Good night, darling. Until tomorrow.
Good night, Tony.
Isn't it wonderful that we work in the same office? Otherwise, I would be hanging around here all day.
And won't it be funny in the office? Seeing each other and going on as if nothing had changed?
Thank God I'm Vice President. I can dictate to you all day. Dear Miss Sycamore, I love you. I love you. I love you.
Oh, darling, you're such a fool.
Why don't you meet me this doctor in the morning before you go up to the office? I'll have millions of things to say to you.
All right.
And then lunch. And then dinner tomorrow night.
Oh, Tony, what will people say?
It's got to come out sometime. In fact, if you know a good house song, I would like to toilet and shouting.
Yes, sir, Mr. Lapina. We did a good night's work.
That's what? 500 Black Panthers, 300 Willow Tree, and 8 dozen Junior Giddy Bombers.
Pretty good. Why, hello, Alice. You just come in?
No, I've been home quite a while.
Have a nice evening.
Oh, I had a beautiful evening, Father.
Say, I would like you to have a look at this new red file. Did you turn out the lights, Mr. Lapina? I want Alice to get the full effect.
What, Father?
Take a look at this new red file. It's beautiful. There. What do you think of it? Isn't it beautiful?
Oh, yes, Father. Everything's beautiful. And it's the most beautiful red fire in the world.
I said to him, you can take your old job.
I'm ready to read you the new play, Miss Wellington. Anytime you are.
Just a minute, dearie. Just a minute.
The only thing is, I hope you won't mind my mentioning this, but you don't drink when you're acting, do you, Miss Wellington? I'm just asking, of course.
Well, I'm glad you brought it up. Once the play opens, I never touch a door. The minute I enter the stage door, the bottle gets put away. Until intermission.
I've been on the stage a long time, Miss Wellington.
All my life, I've played everything. Ever seen Pego by heart?
Oh, yes.
I saw it too. My, what night, ain't it?
You want me to open the window, Miss Wellington?
No, the hell with the weather. Say he's cute.
Remember? She's just acting, that's all. She don't mean anything.
Anytime you're ready, we'll go up to my room and start. I thought I'd read the play up in my room.
All right, dearie, I'm ready. When I see snakes, it's time for me to lay down.
Oh dear! Oh dear! Miss Wellington, those are real
Better let her sleep it off.
Reva, Miss Wellington just passed out.
She'll be alright.
Oh, yes, she will. But I wouldn't cast her in the religious play.
Well, I suppose I just have to wait.
So next time you meet an actress on the top of a bus penny, I think I'd send her the play instead of bringing her home to read it.
Hey, I wish you'd stop printing and take those love rings around. You've got to get back to comes.
Oh, Thorncock coming tonight?
Yes, tomorrow night's his night. But I had to change it on account of Alice.
Oh, big doings around here tomorrow night, huh?
Isn't it exciting? You know, I'm so nervous. You'd think it was me he was engaged to instead of Alice.
It'll be like his father and mother.
Look, Mr. Pina, would you open the door and see this man standing in front of house? Why? What for? Well, for the last few days while I've been out delivering a candy, I think there's a man following me.
Hey, you're crazy.
No, I'm not. He follows me. And he stands and watches the house.
Really? I'll take a look and see.
I don't see what anybody would follow you for, Ned.
There's a lot of kidnapping going on, Grandpa.
Yes, but not of it.
Well, did you see him?
There's nobody out there at all.
You're sure?
Positive. I just saw him walk away.
Anybody walking along the street. Now, will you hurry and get back?
Oh, all right.
Want to go down now, Mr. Sycamore, and finish packing up the fireworks?
Yeah, we have to take the shuttle to Mount Vernon in the morning. Come on, let's go.
Mother, may I borrow some paper? I'm making up a list for Reva tomorrow night.
Yes, dear.
Get out of my dressing room!
Here is some.
Why? What happened to your actress friend? Is she giving a performance?
Oh no, Alice. She's not acting. She's really drunk.
Essie, dear, you'll give Reva the kitchen all day tomorrow, won't you? She'll need it.
Of course, Alice. I'm going to start some love reads now, so I'll be late again.
Thanks, dear. Look, Mother, I'm going to come home at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Will you have everything down in the cellar by that time? I mean, the typewriter, the snakes, the xylophone, and the printing press.
Oh, and Miss Wellington.
And Miss Wellington. That'll give me time to fix the table and arrange the class.
The copies are certainly going to get the wrong impression of this house.
You'll do all that, won't you, Mother?
Yes, dear.
And I think we'd better have cocktails ready by 7:15 in case they happen to come in a little early. Oh, I wonder if I ought to let Reva cook the dinner. What do you think, Grandpa?
Now, Alice, I wouldn't worry, dear. From what I have seen of the boy, I'm sure the copies are very nice people. And even if everything isn't so elaborate tomorrow night, that's all right too.
Oh, darling, I'm not trying to impress them or pretend we are anything we aren't. I just want everything to go off well.
Oh, no reason why it shouldn't, Alice.
Alice, we are all going to do everything we can to make it a nice party.
Oh, my darlings, I love you all. You're the most wonderful family in the world. I am the happiest girl in the world. I didn't know anyone could be so happy. Why, this past week has been like floating. He's so wonderful, Grandpa. You know, just seeing him, you don't know what it does to me.
Oh, just seeing him. Just seeing him for lunch, and then dinner, and at 4 o'clock in the morning, and at 9 o'clock the next morning. When you're at the office again, and there he is. Just seeing him, huh?
Well, I don't care. I'm in love. Oh, Reva! Reva!
Nice, isn't it? Nice to see her so happy.
Yes. I remember when I was engaged to Pal. How happy I was. And you know, I still feel that way.
Oh, I know. Nice the way Ed and Essie get along too, isn't it?
And Ronald and Reva. Even if they're not married. Do you suppose Mr. Dipina will ever marry again?
I remember. Say, you've gotten a little ball, haven't you, Mr. Dapina?
Is it very noticeable? Well, there's still some right here.
Oh, I don't see it.
Well, it was a very long time ago. Just before I stopped painting. Let me see. That's 8 years.
Too bad you never finished it, Mrs. Sycamore.
I always meant to finish it, Mr. Dapina. But then I started writing a play one day and that was that. I never painted again.
Oh, just as well do. Otherwise, I was going to strip next for her painting.
My goodness. Who would have thought that day I came to deliver the ice that I was going to stay here for 8 years?
The milkman was here for 5, just ahead of you.
Say, why did he leave anyhow? I forget.
Oh, he didn't leave. He died.
Oh, yeah.
He was a very nice man. Remember the funeral grandpa? We never knew his name and it was kind of hard to get a certificate.
Oh, what was the name we finally made up for him?
Martin Granderhoff. We gave him your name.
Yes, I remember.
It was a really lovely thought because otherwise we never would have got all those flowers.
Oh, certainly was. It didn't hurt me any. Not bothered with mails anymore. I haven't had a telephone call from that day to this.
Yes, it really was a wonderful idea.
I wish you'd finish that sometime, Mrs. Sycamore. I would kind of like to have it.
You know what, Mr. Dapina? I think I'll do some work on it right tonight.
Say, will you?
Yes. I don't think she's going to wake up anyhow, so I will. Look, Mr. Dapina, you go down in the cellar, put on your costume, and bring up the easel. Is it still down there?
I think so.
Now, where did I put my paint and brushes?
Rabiska, malata.
Well, Mr. Collins, Essie's in the kitchen.
Madam Sycamore, I greet you. Grandpa, tell me what should I do about Rabiska? I keep telling her to make a great potential. But she laughs only.
Neither, Mr. Collins, I couldn't even get up on my toes. I was born.
Rabiska, you could be a diamond. Such a great girl, Grandpa. What is that?
Oh, that. That's a painting of Mr. Dapina. Penny painted it.
It stinks.
I know. How do you like that? Oh, she's an actress. Friend of Penny's.
Stop yelling and get up.
She's drunk though.
She's drunk, yes. How are you, Congo?
Magnificent. Life is chasing around inside of me like a squirrel.
Yes, huh? What's new in Russia? Any more letters from your friend in Moscow?
Yeah, I've just heard from him. I paid for this time.
Oh, thanks, Congo.
They have sent him to Siberia.
Oh, they have, huh? How's he like it?
He has escaped. He has escaped and gone to Moscow. He will get them yet if they do not get him. The Soviet government. I could take the whole Soviet government and...
I'm sorry, Mr. Collins. I'll get into my dancing clothes right away.
Tonight you will really work my powder. Tonight we will take something new.
Essie making any progress, Congo?
Confidentially, she stinks.
Well, as long as she's having fun.
You sure to tickle her, Mr. Collington? She's laughing her head off out there.
She is a great woman. Donald, what do you think of the Soviet government?
What, Mr. Collington?
I withdraw the question. What do you think of this government?
Yeah, I like it fine. I get the relief fund, you know.
Oh yes, and you like it?
Yes, sir. Fine. Only thing is, you got to go around to the place every week to get it. And sometimes, you need to stand in the line within your half an hour. Government ought to run better than that. Don't you think, Grandpa?
Ah, the government. The government ought to stop sending me those letters. What they want me in U.S. Marshal's office Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock. Look at that.
Ah, income tax. They have got you, Grandpa.
I've got to pay them a lot of money so as to keep Donald on relief.
You don't say, Grandpa. You going to pay it from now on?
Well, that's what they want.
You mean I can come right here and get it? Instead of standing in that line?
No, Donald. I'm afraid you'll have to waste full half hour of your time every week.
Well, I don't like it. It breaks up my week.
He should have been in Russia when the revolution came. Then he would have stood in line, a bread line. Grandpa, what they've done to Russia. Think of it. The grandmother, or the Katrina, cousin of the Tsar. She is a waitress in 10th restaurant. I ordered baked beans from her only yesterday. It broke my heart. Such a crazy one, Grandpa.
The world's not so crazy, Coronco. It's the people in it. Life's pretty simple if you just relax.
How can you relax in times like these?
Well, if they had relaxed, there wouldn't be times like these. And that's just my point. Life is beautiful if you let it come to you. But the trouble is, people forget that. I know I did. Was right in the thick of it. Fighting and scratching and clawing. Regular jungle. But one day it kind of struck me that I wasn't having any fun.
So you did what?
Oh, just relax. 35 years ago that was, and I've been a happy man ever since.
Good evening, Mr. Coronco.
My little Alice, I have not seen you to present my congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Coronco.
May you be very happy and have many, many children. That is my prayer for you.
Well, that's quite a thought.
Love. Love is all that is left in the world, Grandpa.
Yes, but there's plenty of that.
And soon Stalin will take that. I tell you, Grandpa.
Seems so nice to get into my things again. This will look alright, don't they, Grandpa?
Oh, yes indeed.
You are a breath of Paris, Madame Sycamore.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Coronco.
It happened again! There was a fellow following every place I went.
Nonsense, Ed. It's your imagination.
No, it isn't. It happens every time I go to deliver candy.
Well, maybe he just wants a piece of your candy, eh?
It's all right for you to laugh, Grandpa, but he is following me.
You do not know what's following it. In Russia, everybody is followed. I was followed right out of Russia.
Of course, you see, Ed, the whole thing is just your imagination.
Well, maybe.
I will paint the painting with this color.
Where do you want this? Over there?
Yes, put it here, Mr. Pina. Mr. Napina, has something happened to your finger during these 8 years?
No, I don't think it's any different.
Yes. Mr. Lieutenant, yes. Oh dear.
Why, Mr. Coronco? I couldn't find my slippers.
We have a hot night college, my Pavlova. But that is only achieved through perspiration.
What? Isn't that wonderful? Did you hear that, Grandma? Art is only achieved through perspiration.
Oh, yes, but it helps if you've got a little talent with it. Made only 2 bullseyes last night. Got to do better than that.
Are you ready? We'll begin. Farewell, farewell. Come on, you can do it. It's 8 years now. At last, and better. No, Grandpa. How can you relax in times like these? But no relax. And what have you been doing?
Oh, he was too late.
Mr. Coronco! Mr.
If he
Coronco!
would have not relaxed, the grand that is out of Katrina would not be selling baked beans
Mr.
today.
Coronco!
Oh, I'm sorry. This was a silver.
Could you pull in your stomach, Mr. Napina?
A little prayer with the hand. And help us with the music. The music of the people.
perfectly alright. Just make yourselves at home.
Tony, how could you possibly...
I don't know. I thought
Tony, this is most embarrassing.
Oh, not at all, Mrs. Kirby. Why? We weren't doing a thing.
No, just a quiet evening at home.
That's nonsense. Now, don't let it bother you. This is Alice's mother, Mrs. Sycamore.
How do you do?
Alice's sister, Mrs. Carmichael. Mr. Carmichael. And Mr. Conco. And Mrs. Athena.
How do you do? Don't mind my costume. I think it's
Tell Mr. Sycamore to come right up. Tell him that Mr. and Mrs. Kirby are here.
And be sure to put his pants on.
alright.
I'll tell Alice that you are Alice dear. What is it, Mama? Will you come down here? We have got a surprise for you. Well,
May I take your wrap, Mrs. Kirby?
Well, thank you. If you're
Oh, don't be alarmed, Mrs. Kirby. They're perfectly harmless. Ed, take them into the kitchen.
of course, we are so
sorry to trouble you, Mrs. Sycamore, but snakes have...
I'm sorry. I feel very uncomfortable about this. Tony, how could you have done such a thing?
I'm sorry, Father. I thought it was tonight.
It was very careless of you. Very.
Oh, now anybody can get mixed up, Mr. Kirby.
Now, Penny, why don't we have some dinner for these folks? They've come for dinner, you know.
Oh, please don't bother. We're really not hungry at all.
But it's not a bit of bother. Ed, tell Donald to run down to the A&B and get half a dozen of bottles of beer and some canned salmon. Do you like canned salmon, Mr. Kirby?
Oh, please don't trouble, Mr. Sycamore. I have a little indigestion anyway.
Oh, I am so sorry. How about you, Mrs. Kirby? Do you like canned salmon?
Oh, I'm very fond of you.
And tell him to hurry.
Okay.
This is Alice's father, Mr. Sycamore, Mr. and Mrs. Kirby.
How do you do? I hope you will forgive my appearance.
This is Mr. Sycamore's busiest time of year. Before the 4th of July, he always burns firecrackers.
Darling, I'm the most dull-witted person in the world. I thought it was tonight.
Why, Tony? I thought you... I'm so sorry. I can't imagine why I wasn't... have you all met each other?
Yes, indeed.
Well, how do you do, Alice?
How do you do, Mrs. Kirby? I'm afraid I'm not very presentable.
Darling, you look lovely.
Of course it does. Don't let this upset you, my dear. We have all just met each other a night sooner. That's all.
Yes, of course.
But I was planning such a nice party tomorrow night.
Well, we'll come again tomorrow night.
Am I forgiven?
I guess so. It's just that we'd better see about getting you some dinner.
Oh, it's all done, Alice. That's all been attended to.
But mother, what did you send out for? Because Mr. Kirby has indigestion. He can only eat certain things.
It's alright, it's alright.
Of course it is.
Yes, Alice, I asked you what you wanted.
Yes.
Now, it's not as serious as all that. Just because I have a little indigestion.
Perhaps it is not indigestion at all, Mr. Kirby. Perhaps you have stomach ulcer.
Don't leave us
You mustn't mind Mr. Conco. He's a Russian, and Russians are inclined to look on the dark side.
Right, I'm a Russian, but a friend of mine, a Russian, died from stomach ulcer.
Please, Mr.
Thank you. So tell me, Mr. Kirby, how are the business conditions? Are we pretty well out of the depression?
What? Yes, I think so. Of course, it all depends.
But you figure that the things are going to keep on improving.
Broadly speaking, yes. As a matter of fact, the industry is now operating at 64% of full capacity, as against 82% in 1995.
Strange to you people, but she's not quite accountable for her actions. A friend of Mrs. Sycamore, she came for dinner and was overcome by the heat.
Yes! Yes! You will feel it, you know, more than others. Perhaps I'd better see if she's alright. Excuse me, please.
It is awfully hot. You usually escape all this hot weather, don't you, Mrs. Kirby? Are we made?
As a rule, we'll have to come down this week, however, for the class show.
Mother wouldn't miss that show for the world.
I think she'll be alright now. Has Donald come back yet?
No, he hasn't.
Well, he'll be right back. And it won't take any time at all. I'm afraid you must be starved.
Oh no, quite alright. Well, what's this? I didn't know there were little children in the house.
No, that's mine.
Really? I suppose every man has his hobby.
No, I just play with it. I see.
Maybe you would be better off if you had a hobby like that instead of raising orchids.
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, don't tell us about your orchids, Mr. Kirby. You know, they take 6 years before they blossom, don't they? Think of that.
Some of them take longer than that. I've got a bus custom going along now that I've waited 10 years for.
Believe it or not, I was waiting for an orchid.
Ah, yes. Of course, during that time, they require the most scrupulous care. I remember a bulb I was very fond of when I left in the
Here we are. Donald, did you get everything?
Yes, ma'am. Only they didn't got any of Can's albums. I got this typical pet feet.
Never mind, Donald. Just bring everything into the kitchen. Oh, and Mr. Kirby, do tell them all about your orchids. I'm sure they'd love to hear about them. And excuse me.
Kind of an expensive hobby, Mr. Kirby, raising orchids.
Yes, it is. But I feel that if a hobby gives one sufficient pleasure, it's never expensive.
Oh, that's very true.
You see, I need something to relieve the daily nerve strain. After a week in Wall Street, I'd go crazy if I didn't have something like that. A lot of men I know have yours, and just for that very reason.
Why don't they give up Wall Street?
What's that?
I was just joking.
Well, I think it's necessary for everyone to have a hobby. Of course, it's more to me than a hobby. But my great solace is spiritualism.
Spiritualism! Now, Mrs. Kirby, everybody knows that's a fake.
See, Mrs. Sycamore, spiritual... Well, I'd rather not discuss it, Mrs. Sycamore.
You remember, Penny? You have got 1 or 2 hobbies of your own.
Yes, but not silly ones.
I think it's important to have a hobby rather than what it actually is.
To be ideal, a hobby must improve the mind as well as the body. The Romans were a great people. One, what was their hobby? Wrestling. In wrestling, you have to think with the mind and act with the body.
Yes, but I'm afraid wrestling is not very practical for most of us. I would make a very good showing as a wrestler.
You will be a great wrestler.
Where are my glasses?
Oh, here they are, Mr. Kirby. Oh, Mr. Kirby, they are broken.
Oh, I'm sorry. But when you press it again, Mr. Kirby, you will have fallen on your glasses.
Mr. Collins, how could you do such a thing? And why did somebody stop him?
I think if you don't mind, perhaps you'd better be going.
Mother,
Please, Mrs. Kirby, please don't go. And Mr. Kirby, please. I wanted some canned salad for you. Oh, I wanted some scrambled eggs for you. And plain salad. Oh, please don't go, Mrs. Kirby.
I'm sorry if I did something wrong, and I apologize.
I can't tell you how sorry
That's
I am.
right, all right.
of course it is. It's all right, darling.
That was exciting for a picnic, wasn't it?
You were talking about your orchids, Mr. Kirby. Do you raise many different varieties?
I'm afraid I've quite forgotten about my orchid.
I'm awfully sorry, Mr. Kirby.
What?
Please, Mr. Collins,
I'm sure dinner won't be any time at all now.
Would you like to have some candy while you're waiting, Mr. Kirby?
My doctor does not permit me to eat candy. Thank you.
But these are nothing. Just one up.
Don't! Essie. Miss Alice. Excuse me. What is it, Grandma? The extant fell down the sink. Make some more quick, but I ain't got any. Send all the doctors down. All right. And tell him to hurry. I'm so sorry. There will be a little delay, but everything will be ready in just a minute.
I'm sorry to put you people to a lot of trouble with my stupidity.
Oh, not at all, Tony.
Why don't we all play a game of some sort while we are waiting?
Oh, that would be fine.
Mother, I don't think Mr. and Mrs. Kirby want to.
I have an idea. Don't just put playing with the clouds.
Well, I am sure Mr. and Mrs. Kirby would love this game.
Please,
It's
Mother.
perfectly harmless.
I'm not very good at games, Mrs. Sycamore.
Oh, but any fool could play this game.
Oh.
All you have to do is write your name on a piece of paper.
But Mother, Mr. Kirby doesn't want to play this game.
Oh, he'll love it, Alice. Here you are, Mr. Kirby. Write your name on this piece of paper. And Mrs. Kirby, you do the same on this one.
But Mother, what is this game?
Oh, I used to play it at school. It's called Forget Me Not. Here you are, Grandpa. Now, did everybody get paper? And here's your pen. Stick. Okay. Now, did everybody get pen and paper? Did you get pen and paper, Mr. Kirby?
Yes, I did on the table.
Okay, so now I'm going to call out 5 words, just anything at all. And as I say each word, you have to put down the first thing that comes into your mind. Is that clear? For instance, if I say grass, you might put down green. Just anything you think of, you see? Or if I call out chair, you might put down table. It shows how your mind works. See? Is that clear to you, Mr. Kirby? You see how simple it is?
Come on, father. He is old.
Very well. I shall be happy to play it.
You see, Alice, he does want to play. Well, then, are we ready?
Ready?
Ready. So, everybody Ready for the next one? Bathroom.
Mother!
Bathroom, got that? All ready. Ready for the next one? Last.
Mother, this is not
Alice, that's nonsense. That was all right.
Mother, it's not alright.
Oh, I don't know. It seems to me that's a perfectly fair word.
You see, Alice, now you mustn't interrupt the game.
May I have the password again, please?
Last.
Naughty, Mr. Kirby.
All right. The next one is honeymoon. The last one is sex. Everybody done sex? Now, give me all the papers. May I have the paper, Mr. Kirby? Papers!
What happens now?
Oh, this is the best part. Now, I read out your reactions.
I see. That's really quite an interesting game.
I knew you'd like it. I will read your paper first, Mr. Kirby. I'm going to read Mr. Kirby's paper first. Everybody listen. This is Mr. Kirby. Potatoes, steak. That's very good. See how they go together? Steak and potatoes, potatoes and steak.
I just happened to think of it.
It's very good. Bathroom, toothpaste. Last, unlawful. Isn't that right? The next one is honeymoon. Honeymoon, trip. The last one is sex. Sex, meal. That's really a wonderful paper, Mr. Kirby.
It's more interesting game. It's sort of an experiment in psychology, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It shows how your mind works. Now, let's see how Mrs. Kirby's mind works. Everybody, this is Mrs. Kirby's. Potatoes, starch. I just know what you mean, Mrs. Kirby. Oh dear. Bathroom, Mr. Kirby.
I don't quite follow that idea.
I don't know. I just thought of in connection with it. But then, after all, you are there a good deal, Anthony. Bathing and shaving and, well, you do take a long time.
I hadn't realized I was being selfish in the matter. Go on, Mrs. Sycamore.
I think it's a very silly game and we ought to stop it.
Yes.
No.
There will be last, human.
Human? Really, Miriam?
I just meant, Anthony, that lust is after all a human emotion.
I don't agree with you, Miriam. Lust is not a human emotion. It is depraved.
Very well, Anthony. I'm wrong.
I think it's the most stupidest game. Suppose we play 20 questions?
Yes.
No. I find this game rather interesting. Will you please go on, Mrs. Sycamore? What was the next word?
my dinner, if you don't mind.
But you're coming tomorrow night, aren't you?
I'm afraid we have an engagement tomorrow night.
Perhaps we'd better postpone the whole affair for a little while. Hard weather
I
and
think we are being very ungracious, Father. Of course, we'll stay to dinner tonight.
I have a very bad headache, Tony. We want to go.
Tony, I'm sure everyone understands.
Well, I don't. I think we ought to stay.
No, Tony.
What?
We were fools, Tony. Heaven to think it would work. It won't. Mr. Corby, I won't come to the office tomorrow. In fact, I won't be there at all anymore.
Alice, what are you talking about?
I'm sorry, dear. Very sorry. Are you ready, Miriam?
Yes, Anthony.
Darling, you mustn't mind this.
Oh, and it's been very nice to have met you all.
Yes, indeed.
Are you coming, Tony?
No, Father, I'm not.
Very well. Your mother and I shall be waiting for you at home. Good night.
There, here you are. Everybody, don't move.
What is all this? I demand an
Keep
explanation.
your mouth shut. You, which one is it?
Is it him? What are you doing? What do you mean?
What is it? Oh my God, what is that?
Shut up, shut up, please. Shut up. What's your name?
Edward Carmichael. I haven't done anything.
Oh, you haven't, huh?
This seems rather high-handed for me, officer. What's it all about?
Department of Justice.
Oh my goodness, David! David, what have you done?
I haven't done anything. What's the point done, officer?
What is this?
Shut up! They don't need to the cellar.
Yes, it does.
Jim, yes sir, take a look and see what you find.
I haven't done anything.
Come here. You. Leave him. Leave him. I said leave him. Ever seen this before?
These are my circulars.
You print this stuff, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you put them into boxes of candy to get them into people's home.
But I didn't mean anything.
Oh, you didn't, huh? Dynamite the Capitol. Dynamite the White House. Dynamite the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court.
But I didn't mean anything. I just like to print. Don't that never?
Officer, the government's in no danger from air. Printing is just his hobby. That's all. He likes to print anything.
Oh, he does, huh?
I've never heard of such nonsense.
I refuse to stay here. I'm walking out of here.
Hey, let me get my bike. And you
Where are you? The IIT. They've got enough manpower down there. Blow this whole city.
But you only you guys.
Everybody in this house is under arrest.
What's that?
No, officer, this is all nonsense. Let me get my bike.
Shut up! All of you!
Come here, officer.
Shut up!
Hey, you. Stop there. Stop there.
Who's that?
That is my mother. Please, someone help me.
Yeah, kept me in the same cell with a stripteaser from a burlesque show.
I was in the cell with Mr. Kirby. My, he was mad.
Mrs. Kirby and the stripteaser, they were fighting all night.
What about Mr. Kirby here? Anthony W. Kirby, head of Kirby
Kirby and Company, 62 Wall Street, who was among those apprehended, declared he was in no way interested in the manufacture of fireballs, but refused to stay, for he was on the premises at the time of the raid. Mr. Kirby is a member of the Union Club, the Racket Club, the Harvard Club, and the National Geographic Society. My, he's certainly a joiner.
Or the rich men are elves or something.
I suppose, after all this, Mr. Tony ain't going to marry our Mr. Alice, huh?
No, sir. And it's too bad too. Miss Alice sure loves that boy. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do with all that food out in the kitchen. Ain't going to be no party tonight, that's sure.
Ain't we going to eat it anyhow?
Well, I'm cooking it, but I don't think anybody is going to have an appetite.
I'm hungry.
Well, they are also broke up about Miss Alice.
What she wants to go away for? And where she's going?
I don't know, mountain someplace, and she's going, alright, no matter what they say. I know Miss Alice when she gets that look in her eye.
Too bad, ain't it?
Sure is.
Not even a balloon left. Look.
How is your hair, Mr. Lupina? Better?
Yes, it's better. Is there some more olive oil out there?
Yes, it's in the salad bowl.
Thanks.
Well, she's going. Nothing anybody said could change her.
She ain't going to stay away for long. Is she, Mrs. Sycamore?
I don't know, Reba. She would say.
My, going to be so lonesome around here without her.
How you feel, Mrs. Sycamore?
Oh, I'm all right, Donald. Just kind of upset. Perhaps if I do some work, maybe I'll feel better.
Well, I won't bother you then, Mrs. Sycamore.
She's going, Penny.
Yes,
Now, Penny.
I can't help it, fault. Somehow, I feel it's our fault.
It's mine more than yours. All these years I've been going along, enjoying myself. Well, maybe I should have been thinking more about Alice.
Don't say that. Paul, you've been a wonderful father and a husband too.
No, I haven't. If I would have gone ahead and been an architect or I don't know, something Alice could be proud of. I felt it all last night, looking at Mr. Kirby.
But we have been so happy, Paul.
I know, but maybe that's not enough. I used to think it was, but I'm all mixed up now.
What time is she leaving?
Pretty soon. The train leaves 7:30.
Oh, if only she'd see Tony, I'm sure he could persuade her.
But she won't. He's trying all day.
Where is he now?
I don't know. I suppose walking around the block again. Anyhow, she won't talk to him.
Maybe Tony can catch her as she's leaving?
It won't help, Penny.
No, I don't suppose so. I'm sorry for Tony too. Well, Grandpa?
Now, Penny, let the girl alone.
But, Grandpa,
Suppose she goes to the Long Island, she'll be back. What's the big deal in it?
but it's also terrible, Grandpa.
In a way, but it has its bright side too. How do you mean? Well, Mr. Kirby getting into the petrol wagon for one thing, and the expression on his face when he and Donald had to take a bath together. Oh, I will never forget that if I live to be 100. And I intend to. I warn you people, if I can have things like that going on.
It was even worse with Mrs. Kirby. When the matron stripped her, there was a burlesque dancer there, and she kept singing a strip song while Mrs. Kirby undressed.
I bet you Bar Harbor is going to seem pretty dull to the Kirbys this summer. Need any help, Alice?
No thanks, Grandpa. I'm just going to press these.
Alice, dear,
Now, Penny,
I will bring the big bag down as soon as you're ready.
Thank you. Do you want to take some candy along for the train, Alice?
No, thanks, Essie. Really, Alice? You could be just as alone here as in the mountains. You could stay in your room all the time.
No, Mother. I want to be away for a while. Away from everybody. I love you all. You know that. But I just have to go away for a while. Father, did you phone for a cab?
No, I didn't know you needed one.
I told Mr. Alpina to tell you first. Didn't he tell you?
Oh, he told me, but I forgot.
Oh, I wish I lived in a family that didn't always forget everything. I behaved the way other people's families do. Think of conflict and tolerance. Oh, everything. Why can't we be like other people? Roast beef, 2 green vegetables and dollies on the table. A place you could bring your friends to without. I'll see if I can do anything.
Tony,
Tony, talk to her. She's in the kitchen.
Thanks. Alice, won't you listen to me? Please.
Tony, it's no use.
Alice, you are not being fair. At least let me talk to you.
Where's the book?
upstairs.
She was right out the minute she came in.
Knocked the olive oil right out of my hand. I'm going to smell kind of fishy.
How are you feeling, Mr. Tapina? Hand still hurting you?
No, it's better. Everything burned up, huh? Downstairs, everything. And my rover costume too.
Oh, I told you. The bright side to everything.
Well, everything except my 23 years back income tax. I get another letter every day. What are you going to do about that, Grandpa?
Well, I had a kind of idea yesterday. It may not work, but I'm trying it anyhow.
What is it?
Good evening, everybody.
Why? Mr. Collingo.
Hello, Conco.
Forgive me, the door was open.
Oh, come on in.
You will excuse my coming today. I realize you are upset.
No, that's all right, Mr. Collingo.
Sorry, Mr. Collingo. I don't think I'll be able to take a lesson today. I don't feel up to it.
Well,
But do stay to dinner, Mr. Collingo. We have got all that food out there and somebody's got to eat it.
I'll be happy to Madam Sycamore.
Fine.
Thank you. Now I wonder if I know you well enough to ask you of a great favor.
Why, of course, Mr. Collingo. What is it?
You have to talk about my friend, the Grand Duchess Olga Katerina.
Yes?
She is a great woman, the Grand Duchess. Her cousin was the Tsar of Russia, and today she is a waitress in Chinese restaurant.
Yes, I know. But is there anything that we all can do?
I tell you, the Grand Duchess Olga Katerina has not had a single good meal since before the revolution.
She must be hungry.
And today, the Grand Duchess not only has a day off, but it is also the anniversary of Peter the Great, a remarkable man.
Mr. Collingo, if you mean you'd like the Grand Duchess to come to dinner, why? We'd be honored. Oh, yes.
In the name of Grand Duchess, I thank you.
I can hardly wait to meet her. Where is she now?
She's outside in the street waiting. I'll bring her in.
Essie, good dress. And straighten your tie. How do I look? All right.
You know, if this keeps on, I want to live to be 150.
The Grand Duchess Olga Katerina. Your Highness, permit me to present Madam Sycamore, Madam Carmichael, Grandpa, Mr. Sycamore, Mr. Carmichael, and Mr. Dipina.
All right now, Mr. Dapina.
Will you please sit with your highness?
Thank you. You are most kind.
We are honored to receive you, your highness.
I am most happy to be here. How soon is dinner?
Oh, it will be quite soon, your highness. Very soon.
I do not mean to be rude, but I must be back at the restaurant by 8 o'clock. I am substituting for another waitress.
I'll make sure you're on time, your highness.
Thank you, Colin Cole.
You know, Highness, I think you waited on me in the child's one, the 72nd Street place.
No, that was my sister.
The Grand Duchess Natasha.
I work in Times Square.
Oh,
Quite a lot of your folks are moving over here now, aren't they?
Oh yes, many. My uncle, the Grand Duke Surgeon, is an elevator man. And Macy's, a very nice man. And then there is my cousin, Prince Alexis. He don't speak to the rest of us because he was at haughty economy. He is in ladies' underwear.
When he was selling hot dogs at Police Island, he was willing to talk to you.
Colin Cole, our time is coming. My uncle, he's a floor walker. And then my sister, she's starting to be a manicurist. And next month, I get transferred to the 5th Avenue Shore. From there, it's solely a step to shut up. And then we'll see what Prince Alexis says.
I think you've got him.
You are telling me?
Your highness, did you know the Tsar? Personally, I mean.
Of course. He was my cousin. It was terrible what happened. But perhaps it was for the best. Where could he get a job now?
Brother, that is true.
And poor relations are poor relations. It is the same in every family. My cousin, the King of Sweden, he was very nice to us for about 10 years. Every once in a while, he would send a money order. But then he said, I just cannot go on. I'm not doing so well myself. I do not blame him.
No, of course not. Would you excuse me for a moment?
tell me, Grand Duchess, is it true what they say about Rasputin?
Oh, everyone wants to know about Rasputin. Yes, my dear sir, it's true.
Don't say.
We have to watch the time, your highness.
Yes, I must not be late. The manager doesn't like me. He's a communist.
We'll hurry things up. Essie, why don't you go out in the kitchen and see if you can help Reba?
I will help you. I'm a very good cook.
Oh, your highness, but not on your day off.
I do not mind. In the kitchen.
Right through here. But you are the guest of honor, your highness.
But I love to cook. Come. If I've got sour cream and corn cheese, I will make it the places.
Princess, come over. We do something.
Say, the Duchess is alright, isn't she? Hey Duchess, can I help?
Really, she's a very nice woman, you know, considering she's the Grand Duchess.
Wonderful what some people go through, isn't it? And still keep kind of gay too.
She made me forget about everything for a moment.
I should better call the cab.
Oh, wait, Tony is here. Maybe he has talked to Alice.
Ed, will you go up and bring that bag down?
Don't you do it, Dad.
Ed, please.
All right, Dad. Bring it down. You know you've got the stubbornest daughter in all 48 states?
That must be the cab.
Oh, if it is, it's certainly a wonderful service.
Is Tony here? Alice?
Yes, he is. Come in, Mr. Kirby.
How do you do?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Forgive my intruding. Tony, I want you to come home with me. Your mother is very upset.
Very well, Father. Goodbye, Alice.
Goodbye, Tony.
I need hardly say that this is as painful to Mrs. Kirby and myself as it is to you people. I'm sorry, but I'm sure you understand.
Well, yes. And in a way, no. I'm not the kind of a person who tries to run other people's lives. But the fact is, Mr. Kirby, I don't think that these two young people have got as much sense as you and I have.
Grandpa, may please not do this.
Oh, I'm just talking to Mr. Kirby. A cat can look at a king, can't he?
You want me to do that for you, Alice?
No thanks, Mother.
You've got quite a bunch of train leaves, Alice.
Will you send the cab to 761 Claremont right away, please? That's right. Thanks.
Alice,
What?
are you ready, Tony?
Mr. Kirby, I suppose after last night, you think this family is kind of crazy.
No, I would not say that. Although, I'm not accustomed to going out to dinner and then spending the night in jail.
Well, you've got to remember, Mr. Kirby, that you came on the wrong night. Now tonight, I bet you, nothing will happen at all. Maybe.
It was not merely last night that convinced Mrs. Kirby and myself that this engagement would be unwise.
Father, I can handle my own affairs. Alice, for the last time, will you marry me?
No, Tony. I understand what your father means and he's right.
No, he's not, Alice.
Alice, you're in love with this boy, and you're not marrying him because we are the kind of people we are.
Grandpa, it's not.
I know. You think that the two families wouldn't get along. Well, maybe they wouldn't, but who says that they are right and we are wrong?
I didn't say that, Grandpa. I just feel that.
Well, what I feel is that Tony's too nice of a boy, Alice, to wake up 20 years from now with nothing in his life except for stocks and bonds.
How's that?
Yes, mixed up and unhappy, the way you are.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Vanderhoff. I am a very happy man.
Oh, are you?
Certainly I am.
I don't think so. What do you think? Where do you get your indigestion from? Happiness? No, sir. You get it because most of your time is spent in doing the things you don't even want to do.
I don't do anything I don't want to do.
Oh, yes, you do. You said last night that at the end of every week in Wall Street, your life is pretty near crazy. Why do you keep on doing that?
Why do I keep on? Why? It's my business. A man can't give up his business.
Oh, why not? You've got all the money you need. You can't take it with you.
That's a very easy thing to say, Mr. Vanderhoff. But I've spent my entire life building up my business.
Oh, and what's it got you? Same kind of mail every morning, same kind of deals, same kind of meetings, same indigestion. Where does the fun come in? Don't you think you ought to do something more, Mr. Kirby? You must have wanted something more than that when you started out. The fact is, Mr. Kirby, we haven't got too much time. Any of us.
What do you expect me to do? Live the way you do? Do nothing?
Oh, I have a lot of fun. Time enough for everything. Read, talk, visit the zoo now and then, practice my dance. I don't have time to notice when the spring comes around. I don't see anybody I don't want to. I don't have 6 hours of things that I have to do to get 1 hour of what I like in. And I haven't taken bicarbonate of soda in 35 years. What's the matter with that?
Matter with that? Suppose we all did it. A fine world we'd have. Everyone going to the zoos. Don't be ridiculous, Mr. Vanderhoff. Who would do the work?
Oh, there are always people who like to work. You can't stop them. Inventions and they fly the ocean. There are always people to go to the Wall Street too because they like it. From what I have seen of you, Mr. Kirby, I don't think you're one of them. I think you're missing something.
I'm not aware of missing anything.
Oh, I wasn't either. Used to get down to the office 9 o'clock sharp, no matter how I felt. Lay awake nights in the fear that I wouldn't get the contract. Used to worry about the world too. Got all worked up about whether Blaine or Cleveland was going to be elected as the president. Seemed awful important at the time. But who cares now? What I'm trying to say, Mr. Kirby, that I've had 35 years that nobody can take away from me. no matter what they do to the world. See?
Yes, I do see. And it's a very dangerous philosophy, Mr. Vanderhoff. It's an American. And it's exactly why I'm opposed to this marriage. I don't want Tony to come under its influence.
What's the matter with it, father?
Matter with it? Why? It's downright communism. That's what it is.
You didn't always think so.
I most certainly did. What are you talking about?
I'll tell you what I'm talking about. You didn't always think so, because there was a time when you wanted to be a trapeze artist.
What? Don't be an idiot, Tony.
Oh yes, you did. I came across those letters you wrote to grandfather. You remember those?
No! How dare you read those letters? How dare you?
Well, isn't that wonderful? Did you get tights, Mr. Kirby?
The whole thing is absurd. I was 14 years old at the time.
Yes, but at 18, you wanted to be a saxophone player, didn't you?
Tony!
And at 21, you ran away from home because grandfather wanted to push you into business. It's all down there in black and white. You didn't always think so.
Well.
I may have had silly notions in my youth, but thank God my father knocked them out of me. I went into the business and forgot about them.
Not altogether, father. There's still a saxophone in the back of your clothes closet.
Oh, there is?
We'll discuss this later.
No, I want to talk about it now. I think Mr. Vanderhoff is right. That's right. I'm never going back to that office. I always hated it. And I'm not going with it. And I'll tell you something else. I didn't make a mistake last night and knew it was the wrong night. I brought you here on purpose.
Tony! Oh, good heavens!
Because I wanted to wake you up. I wanted you to see a real family as they really were. A family that loved and understood each other. You don't understand me. You never had time. Well, I'm not going to make your mistake. I'm clearing out.
Clearing out? What do you mean?
I mean I'm not going to be pushed into the business just because I'm your son. I'm getting out, but there's still time.
But Tony, what are you going to do?
I don't know. Maybe I'll be a bricklayer, but at least I'll do something I want to do.
That must be the cab.
Oh, let it keep waiting.
That's all.
You mind, Alice? You know, Mr. Kirby, Tony's going through just what you and I did when we were his age. I think if you listen hard enough, you can hear yourself saying the same things to your father 25 years ago. We all did it, and we were right. How many of us would be willing to settle when we are young for what we eventually get? All those plans we make, what happens to them? It's only a handful of the lucky ones that can look back and say that they even came close. So, Mr. Kirby, before they clean out that closet, I think I'd get in a few good hours on that saxophone.
I beg your pardon, but before I make the blitzes, how many are there for dinner?
May I introduce Your Highness, Mr. Anthony Kirby and Mr. Kirby Jr.
How do you do?
How do you do?
But before I make the blitzes, how many are there for dinner?
I made quite a stack of them, Your Highness. Can't ever tell.
Good. Czar always said to me, Olga, do not be stingy with the blitzes.
Who did you say that was, Mr. Vanderhoff?
That was Grand Duchess Olga Katrina. She's cooking the dinner, by the way.
Oh.
And speaking of dinner, why don't you and Tony both stay?
Oh yes, please do, Mr. Kirby. We have got all that stuff we were going to have last night and tonight.
Looks like a pretty good dinner. And will give us a chance to get acquainted as well. Why not stay?
How about it, father? Are we staying for dinner?
Why, if you would care to, Tony, I'd like to, very much.
Now, if Alice will send away that cab, Mr. Vanderhoff.
How about it, Alice? Going to be a nice crowd. Don't you think you ought to stay for dinner?
I'm saying, Alice, the families ought to get to know each other, don't you think?
Oh, Mr. Kirby. Tony.
Darling.
You're so wonderful, Grandpa.
Oh, I've been telling you that for years now.
Miss Sycamore, I would like to do a little dictate.
Have a seat, Mr. Kirby.
Grandpa, here's a letter for you.
Oh, let me see it.
How do you do, Mr. Kirby?
How do you do? The government again. Well.
What is it, Grandpa?
The United States government apologizes. I don't owe them a nickel. Seems like I died 8 years ago. Remember Charlie, the milkman, buried in the mining?
Yes.
Well, I told them that they were making a mistake, and now they are very sorry. I may even get a refund.
Grandpa.
Oh, sure I am.
Pardon me, how did you say you escaped the income tax?
Good night, my friend.
Hello there.
How do you do?
Glad to see you.
What has happened then, sir?
Oh, he's just relaxing. That's right. Play something, Ed.
Everything will be ready in a minute. You can sit down.
Come on, everybody, dinner. Come on, Mr. Kirby.
Yes, I'm coming.
Essie, start dancing and come to dinner.
Mr. Kirby,
You will like rich and food.
But you must be careful of your indigestion.
nonsense. I haven't any indigestion.
Well, Miss Sycamore, how was your trip to Long Island?
Shut your face, Mr. Kirby.
In Russia, when they sit down dinner.
Quiet, everybody. Quiet. Well, sir, here we are again. We want to thank you once more for everything you've done for us. Things seem to be going along fine. Alice is going to marry Tony, and looks like they're going to be very happy. Of course, the fireworks blew up, but that was the peanut's fault, and not yours. We've all got our help, and as far as anything else is concerned, we will leave it to you. Thank you. See the stamp for me, Congo. Oh,
Mr. Kirby, do you like roast goose? We have roast goose for